Although The Sims is quite a diverse and interesting life simulator, nevertheless its basic functions get boring over time and become no longer interesting. That's why we download mods in order to diversify our game. Hello and welcome to the channel with no Kimi. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the mods that I personally use in my game. And I want to start the game with the main mod, which is probably some kind of big boss among all the mods for Sims 4. This is the Command Center. The Command Center is a global modification that significantly changes many aspects of the game. Now your game will be only according to your rules. The mod introduces the development of the plot into the game. It will allow you to manage the population in detail. The pregnancy of Sims, the birth of children, also control the appearance of not only playable, but also non-playable Sims, control the speed of time and much more. And in order to start using the mod, when you install it, you need to click in the game either on your computer or on your mailbox, and you will see the corresponding pop-up window called MS4 or EMSI Command Center. Here you will see in front of you just a huge number of settings that allow you to configure your game more flexibly than in the usual game settings. The next mod is Whims. Many people know him as a mod for more realistic in the ear, but he also brings user interactions, mechanics, skills, various character traits, moods, whims, reactions, and so on. And it also has a huge number of settings, such as pregnancy settings, cycle settings, and so on. And this mod is incredibly convenient because it can be used for poses. Also, for paired poses, you will again need an MS Command Center, with which we will be able to teleport the character to the selected sim in order to already perform any paired poses. Previously, we needed a teleporter in the form of such a knight for this. Many probably know about him. Click on the character, then choose Lust and already choose the pose in which the character should become. And the most incredibly convenient thing is that you can turn on the controls of this pose. You can raise the character, lower it, twist it, move the character a little to the left, to the right, and so on. Next in line is the Basement Drax mod. This is a mod for functional drugs. This mod also brings realism to the game and allows Sim to smoke and use various other narcotic substances. He also adds intoxication to the game. This mod again has quite voluminous settings, and it also brings into the game reactions to all these prohibited substances, such as tobacco, alcohol, and others more prohibited. You can also order tobacco and other substances either via a computer or via your phone. If you order via a computer, then your order will come to you by mail the next day. But it's much easier to buy it all in the construction mode. You just enter a pack of cigarettes, for example, and find the one you need. The packs are 20 cigarettes. You can put a pack either to the character in the luggage and smoke from there, or just it can be anywhere in the house. Just click on it, smoke a cigarette, the character will come and smoke. The animation of smoking looks pretty enough and, in principle, it can be used in any cutscenes. Just the same, I used the default animation of smoking from this fashion for the cats in Video Nightmare. Animations of guys and girls are different. I also forgot to mention, in the purchase mode, you can buy a vending machine. Special, as there are vending machines for food, for drink Sims, and a vending machine for cigarettes. It can be installed on any site and it will be fully functional. Sooner or later, the character becomes addicted to all prohibited substances. The next mod is Slice of Life or a Piece of Life, which also has a huge extensive functionality. Aspects that a Piece of Life mod includes. These are my memories, which allows the characters to remember special moments and talk about them. My personality will allow your characters to become more individual and somehow unique. My appearance allows the characters to have tears, dark circles under the eyes, and blush. There is also an intoxication system, the My Beauty system, which allows you to use cosmetics and perfumes. My social life allows me to call friends, relatives, text them and make group calls. Menstrual cycle here, and so it is clear what will be discussed. My health allows me to experience real illnesses and health conditions. For example, your character may have poor eyesight, and then every time he plays a computer, reads a book or watches TV, glasses will automatically be put on him. And my party life allows me to throw parties and receive invitations. The next mod is the first impression. In life, it seems to me, absolutely the same way a person can make both a good and a bad first impression. Thanks to this mod, everything will be exactly the same in Sims as in real life. First impressions will influence your character's feelings, attitudes, and opinions towards other characters. A character can form an opinion about another when communicating with him. Everything is the same as in life. The mod has a lot of different impressions, and it is impossible to list them all. Also, your character will have the appropriate mudlets when there is a certain sim nearby. The mod also has two versions. The first version is where the first impressions will disappear over time, and in the second version, time will not affect the first impression in any way, they will only be affected by interaction and contact with the character. The next mod is NPC control. Now you will be able to customize NPCs at your discretion, including their number. Mod settings will allow you to manage the number of homeless and sick pets. For example, disable the generation of vampires and aliens, sad clowns and bears, and so on. You can assign a huge number of roles to NPCs: DJ, cameraman, butler, babysitter, hermit, gardener, restaurant critic, special effects specialist, salesman, special services agent, costumer, just whatever your heart desires. Next mod, language barriers. Many people don't particularly like this mod, as it is difficult for the characters to interact with each other if they are from different regions. As soon as your character appears in the world, he is automatically assigned his native language. It depends on where your character appeared. This mod will add 7 languages to the game. This is only the most common sim. Next, the 6-sim language. This is the language in which the aliens communicate. The language for the inhabitants of Komarebi, Salvador, de Vinenberg, Tortosa, and Sulani. If the characters, for example, are one from Komarebi, the other from Weinenberg, then communication between them will be difficult. One sim of another can ask for help in learning a new language for themselves. He can also learn languages through a computer and practice with native speakers. If the characters do not know each other's languages well, they may misunderstand and even possibly take offense. Also, in the menu of this mod, you can simply disable language barriers for any character. Next, I want to talk about mods that bring additional animations to the game, and the first among them is a pair dance. In order to perform absolutely all the dances from this mod, you will have to pump the skill. And just like with smoking, I want to note that the animation of the mod is pretty cute. Next is a mod that adds a dream for werewolves for absolutely all characters. I think it's very convenient if you have some kind of survival project and you can just sleep on the floor, on the cold ground, on a newspaper at the very least. Well, that is, a character just like werewolves can curl up and take a nap. The following is a completely tiny mod that brings only one animation to the game, but it's insanely cute and I think it's worth downloading it. This is an animation of lying on your knees. It is located in the romance section, and one sim can invite another to lie on his lap. I also use a mod for realistic breast physics. It seems to look normal, but sometimes when talking, it's too jelly-like, so many people don't like this mod, but I preferred to leave it. And the last mod, but not the last in importance, is the tool. It allows you to zoom in on objects, raise and lower objects, rotate objects of the x-axis and y-axis as you please. You just click on a certain object with a clamped shift. Make the item you need active, it turns green. And you can, for example, click on the floor somewhere to quickly move the object to the point you need. The main thing is not to click where you have carpets, because then the carpet will be selected as an active item. These were all the mods that I personally use in my game. I will leave all the links in the description and I hope it was at least a little useful to you. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the V Contact group, Telegram, Boost, put likes, be sure to click on the bell. And thank you all very much for watching.
Bye!
To everyone.